Well, I'm here in my office with Alan Jones, who's one of the senior figures at BlueChilli, the Australian venture capital company / tech incubator. Alan, why don't you describe BlueChilli?
Yeah, sure. Australia has no shortage of entrepreneurs, but when it comes to creating new technology companies, we've always had a bit of a shortage of great technical talent. So BlueChilli is a way of solving that problem. So we partner with non-technical entrepreneurs to build, to help them grow, and then to help them find investment in their great tech startup ideas. We set ourselves a goal of getting to 100 startups in our portfolio by 2016, and here we are towards the end of 2015. Looks like pretty likely we're going to smash that goal.
And you talked earlier about the BlueChilli model, and you particularly mentioned that you're bringing the technology to people who have a business idea but may not be tech specialists themselves. Can you talk about that?
Yes, we find that disruptive innovation in a lot of different industries these days is underpinned by technology. Technology helps us reach a much larger number of customers with the same amount of resource. It helps us reach a global marketplace more quickly, and it helps us reach out to our customers at their desks, in their homes, and of course in their back pockets, increasingly in their handbags. So a lot of new ideas in business today have an underpinning of technology, and they may not necessarily define themselves as a technology business per se, but they're enabled by that technology. So we retain a team of a product development team with the full stack of different kinds of engineering skills, and people who do brand and marketing design, and also user experience design, and product managers to help run the project process, so that we can take somebody's business idea, the technology for the business idea, from a back of an envelope kind of design to a viable, functioning, minimum viable product in a period of about 3 or 4 months.
You've been involved in the tech scene for a long time. Would you say that the scene is more vigorous in Australia than it was, say, 5 years ago?
Looking back over 5 years and looking back over 10 years, it's sometimes hard to believe that I've been there for part of this, given that it's, comparatively speaking, so much bigger now and so much more viable and alive. I've been there to see some of Australia's first venture capital funds specialising in technology. I've seen the first incubators and startup accelerator programs launched in Australia. At the same time, my industry is a uniquely global one, and so we're always very conscious of the latest developments in other markets, because we're developing intellectual property which is highly portable, and if we're not doing the best possible job of creating and taking a stake in that IP here in Australia, then it moves offshore very quickly.
The federal government has made some significant recent changes to the treatment of employee share ownership plans, for example, designed to assist startups to be competitive in getting the talent they need. We've talked about a commitment to introduce legislation before the end of this year in relation to crowdsourced equity funding. But what else would you like to see government doing, both state and federal, to stimulate and support startup activity?
Well, first of all, let's recognise the importance of those two changes. They make a very significant difference to our industry, and I think we'll see the flow and benefits from that for a long time to come. But it will be a little while before we see the immediate results. Then the crowdsourced equity initiatives that we're addressing now, tremendously important for us to compete on a world stage with other industries. Both of those initiatives are the beginnings, and I hope that we'll be able to go back and show what a big difference those initiatives have made. I said before about how the tech startup industry is a uniquely global one. So if you can build $1 billion company with 5 or 6 people in their mid-20s, early 30s, here in Australia, with a couple of laptops in a room and a lot of coffee, then you can do that anywhere else. The market conditions might be more favourable, right? So we could be encouraging less of our best talent to go overseas to seek their fortune over there.
Well, that's terrific, Alan. Thank you for that good explanation of some of the things you'd like to see happening, but also a very good explanation of the BlueChilli business model and the work you're doing with startups. So thank you for talking to me today.
Thanks very much.